Hello. Forgive me. I'm tidying the bedroom. It's a bit of a tip at the moment, but I've just been watching loads of James Aspie videos, and it's kind of bruh. It's just kind of made me think about some things that I um take into consideration when it comes to sort of promoting veganism and sort of vegan activism. I think. Um, so there are a lot of there's a lot of debate between vegans about like what the most effective form of activism is. You know, you get the angry vegans who shout and holler in the high street. And a lot of people think that's fair enough. And a lot of other vegans still go onto the streets, but they have really sort of calm conversations with people. Like like Earthling Ed, who's just I admire that man's calmness. Like that is just ridiculous. I don't know how he has the patience to do that. But I think there's sort of like a third element to promoting veganism sort of vocally, and it's something that it lays in the sort of psychological area of human nature. And it lies basically within sort of buzzwords. Now, I've just been watching one of James's speeches, and um, I can't fault him. He is just an incredible person. I love him so much. I really do. But he used an example that says it was something like he said something along the lines of, if you see someone and they're drinking a glass of milk, right? If you just take that, then amongst vegans, they'll know exactly what you mean. They'll know that you're talking about the dairy industry, not just a glass of milk. But when when you're talking to like meat eaters or like even vegetarians or pescatarians, whatever, and you use the most common example, then I think that may have something to do with why they don't get sort of turned on by the idea of veganism, because they hear the same phrases across the board. Whenever somebody talks about veganism, they go, "Are you aware of the meat industry? Are you aware of, if you had like a glass of milk, do you know that that has this many pus cells and how they get that milk? Blah blah blah." So I think if we change, not our point, but literally just the examples that we use. So instead of saying things like a glass of milk, then we use you see someone eating a cheeseburger, because then it switches something. So the person's not just thinking glass of milk, vegan, preachy, fuck off, Then instead they're thinking, oh wait, no, I had a cheeseburger. Do you know what I mean? So they're starting to apply it to more real life situations and not sort of fictionalizing the idea of a glass of milk, because the only context they hear that in is in a preachy vegan situation. So if we start using other things like, I don't know, just something else, like instead of saying when you have your eggs in the morning, you say like when you have your eggs Benedicts. If you start just feeding in different words and sort of discontinuing the use of buzzwords and the sort of typical sort of line of vocabulary that vegans tend to use, then that may have it might theoretically it should improve the rate in which people investigate veganism. I'm not saying that if you say the word cheeseburger to a meat eater, then they're going to go, I'm going to go vegan. But I mean, I think the overuse of the same phrases could have, it sort of desensitizes people a little bit, um, and I think if we just change that a little bit, it's just a small difference, and it's something that we subconsciously do. The first thing that we think of when we think of dairy is a glass of milk. So I understand that it's hard to break that habit, but I think that it might help. I don't know. I might have to try it out. I'll go into Trafalgar Square and just shout cheeseburger, yogurt. It might not work. But yeah, I just wanted to share that little thought. This is just a little mind thing, just so my mind doesn't get confused, because my mind goes too fast sometimes. But yeah, right, I'm going to carry on folding. I'm having a really fun day. See you later, guys.